Once upon a time in a small village in India, there lived a young boy named Arjun. Arjun was a bright and talented lad, but he had one flaw that plagued him: procrastination. He would always delay his tasks, thinking that he had plenty of time to complete them. Arjun's family consisted of his elderly grandfather, who was a wise and experienced man. The family's primary source of income was their small farm, where they grew crops and tended to a few livestock. Arjun's parents had passed away when he was very young. His grandfather only took care of him. That year, Arjun's grandfather had taken a loan of 10,000 rupees from an acquaintance for his agricultural needs. With that, he bought the materials needed for that agriculture and gave them to Arjun. One day, Arjun was given the responsibility of preparing the fields for the upcoming planting season. However, instead of working diligently, he decided to put it off for another day. He thought he could catch up later and enjoy some leisure time. Days turned into weeks, and Arjun continued to procrastinate. The fields lay untouched, and the time for planting slipped away. As a result, the crops didn't grow, and the family faced a severe shortage of food. The once vibrant farm now looked desolate and barren. One day when Arjun and his grandfather stayed in their house, the lender asked Arjun's grandfather to return the loan. Arjun's grandfather did not know what to do. He asked him to give some time. "But sir, this town knows that you don't have a good harvest this year. The reason for that is your grandson's carelessness. Besides, I cannot trust you or your grandson to leave money. So pay back my loan now." Arjun's grandfather gave him a ring, which he had worn as his wife's replacement, and said, "Sir, keep this. I will pay you the amount, and I return it from you." The lender took that ring and left. His grandfather, observing the dire consequences of Arjun's procrastination, decided it was time to impart a valuable lesson. He called Arjun to sit with him. Arjun said nervously, "I know I made a mistake. I should have worked on the fields on time." His grandfather replied calmly, "Arjun, life is like a field that needs constant attention and care. Procrastination is like neglecting the seeds of your future. You've witnessed how our family has suffered due to the delay in your actions." Arjun hung his head in shame, realizing the gravity of his mistake. His grandfather continued, "But, my dear boy, it's never too late to mend your ways. Learn from this experience, and let it be a guiding light for the rest of your life. Take responsibility for your actions and work with diligence. The fruits of your efforts will be sweeter than any you've tasted before." Feeling a renewed sense of purpose, Arjun took his grandfather's advice to heart. He worked tirelessly to revive the farm, sowing seeds and tending to the land. With time, the fields began to flourish again, and the family's fortune took a positive turn. After paying off all the debts, he also bought back his grandfather's ring. Arjun's transformation not only benefited his family, but also earned him the respect of the entire village. The tale of his redemption spread far and wide, becoming a lesson for generations to come about the perils of procrastination and the virtues of diligence. And so, under the wise guidance of his elder, Arjun learned the importance of seizing the moment, understanding that procrastination could lead to not only personal consequences, but could affect the well-being of an entire community.